Hello, people. I have something to read to you, and you will have to bear with me for just a little bit. I'm moving my box over so I can read to you. Okay, I just brought this up. Now, did Nazi Germany use the German census in its targeting of minorities? From 2016 is census year, but you can stick your census in your ear. You won't get any data here. Okay, did you know Hitler used the German census to target minorities? Doing a brief search, came across censuses created by Nazi Germany after the country had officially discriminated against minorities, such as this one in 1939, plus mentions of one book, IBM, and the Holocaust, which alleges that the 1933 census was involved in the Holocaust. Did Nazi Germany use the German census in its targeting? An understatement by FD, if you ask me, of minorities. In particular, did they utilize German censuses, which were perceived by those filling it out as genuine? The Federal Archives of Germany have published an official document, the list of Jewish residents in the German Reich, 1933 to 1945. Now listen closely because this is not a waste of time. The document states verbatim, the two population censuses dated 16 June 1933 and 17 May 1939 gave some clues about the number of Jewish residents. Where it should be taken into account, though, that both the territorial conditions as well as the categorization of being Jewish in 1933 purely seen as a religion in 1939 according to racial aspects had changed. I interpret the second question as asking, did the minorities believe the intentions of the Nazis were sincere? As I alluded to earlier, the 1933 census from uses the classification of Jews based on religion. This is no regards different from the 1925 census. One is left to consider that the only observational change for a person belonging to a minority in Germany in 1933 concerns the impression of the government at the date of the census, June 16, of Das Buttschive, 2011. Okay, Germans defend yourself against Jewish atrocity propaganda buy only at German shops. In no uncertain terms were the persecution of the Jews a convert procedure. Pictures from Berlin on April 1st, 1933 show German English signs with the words, Germans, defend yourself against Jewish atrocity propaganda buy only at German shops. So, these signs were carried by the SA Summerlin Lit Storm Department, the primarily force of the Nazi Party. This is an example of evidence of what the census will provide. It will provide control of all aspects of everything that we have and contain. Total control. It will provide slaves if they want slaves. It will provide everything that they want, not what we need. Yeah, it is a big deal, people. History is repeating itself. And I'm here to warn you to wake up and realize this. We're becoming another Germany, and everything is falling right in line with what Hitler had the Germans do. The Great Purge, they're getting rid of white people. Well, I'm not white. Nobody's really looked lately, but I'm really not white. I've got Indian in me. 1/16. Yeah. A lot of it, the manipulation of the people was intentional, and the source of information was centralized and uniform due to the state of control. That was the primary focus behind having a census and having citizenship on the census and asking if they were a citizen or not. Problem is, you're providing information and you're giving up information that you should not have to give up as a citizen of the United States. Yes. People have no right to require information other than how many citizens are in the U.S., period, or how many people. The census is about people, not citizenship. And that's what they need to learn. I disagree with their recent order. I totally disagree with the idea of asking people if they are citizens on a census. Because a census has no right to ask such a thing. It's about people, not citizenship. Now, if they want to personally do that with people aside from the census, I could see them doing that. But when it comes to the census, no, I disagree with it. It's a matter of controlling every aspect. And I'm here to get you to question it, to get you to look at it, and get you to understand what's going on. We're following Germany, people, and they're following Nazism. What's going to come next? How much will you pay to keep your rights? That's what you're going to have to look at before it's over. Take care and God bless. Bye now.